Take a moment, make sure your cell phones are silenced. And, go ahead and get started, Coach. We'll open it up to you. Please share your thoughts on the game.
Yeah, I was just really proud of the effort and the energy that we brought today. I thought the kids really came focused and ready to go and just play with a lot of passion, and that's something that we talked about. It's win or go home right now, and these kids knew what they needed to do, and I just really felt like if you could be playing your best basketball right now, that you have a really good opportunity, and we are. Today looked like the best we've looked in a long time, and I just couldn't be prouder of this group. And these two sitting next to me have been rebounding machines, I call them, all season long. And obviously today they proved that to be true. And just really proud of our total team effort. I thought it was a complete team effort. I thought it all started on the defensive end, and it really led to our scoring on the offensive end. We did a great job of pushing in transition. So just really proud of this group.
Okay, great. Thank you, Coach. We'll go ahead and open it up to questioning. We'll ask, please use a microphone, and please identify yourself and affiliation.
Brandon Williams, Southland.org. Question to both Frederica and Mercedes. It's March. You ladies have been here before, so was it a little easier for you guys to dial it up and get the intensity going?
You start saying.
We knew it was gonna be tough, but it was like the nerves was still there, even though we was here last year. But I don't know, we knew what we had to do to win.
And I just want to say we know everybody came into this tournament to win because it's go hard or go home right now. So we knew we had to bring that extra effort in this tournament to win. So that's what we did.
Chandler Rome, American Press. Fred and Sadie, you guys, the first time you guys played Nicholls, it was they kind of slowed you guys down, and they kind of took both of you guys out of the game. What was different tonight for you guys? You obviously had the size advantage. What was different this afternoon?
Just driving and kicking out for the shooters, and I don't know, like for us to rebound, like that was a big thing this game.
And I feel like our transition was better this game, too, from last game.
Fred, Mercedes, but the size advantage was there. So you knew going in that you had a little bit of an inherent advantage. But what is it like when you're just out there pretty much getting whatever you want, rebounding-wise? Is this the most rhythm you guys have felt both in the front court as opposed to the season?
Yes, I think it is. I think when we are getting what we want, we feel free, and it motivates us to keep pushing and do what we do.
And get the guards going, too. Yeah.
Fred, you pulled up for that 19-footer early in the first quarter. That's not a shot you normally take. Is that when you hit that shot, did you kind of feel like, okay, I'm going to be on today?
Yes, I really did.
Fred can knock down that shot. She just hasn't shot it as much because she hasn't had to, but she can knock down that shot. And I'm just really proud of these two. But I just looked, we had 5 people in double figures, and that's impressive. And, this is a total team. They truly love each other. They truly care about each other. And you see it in the way that they play. And you hear them, most of the things they're saying is they want to get the ball out to the guards. And it's funny because, as good as they are, they were trying to get their teammates open and just make extra things happen. And it just says a lot about this group and what they bring every day. And we know we've got a tough task on hand for us tomorrow. But if we stick together like we did today, the outcome is we have a great opportunity, and that's all you can ask for.
Kacie, what was the difference tonight? We talked about it. The last time you guys played Nicholls, it was low scoring. They forced you into 30 turnovers. What was different tonight?
I just really thought that we did a great job of staying under control, and you got to credit that to Caitlin, a freshman in our first Southland Conference tournament. She did a fantastic job of keeping everybody under control. When they trapped her, she went by it. Everybody else flashed to help her. I thought on the defensive end, we really cleaned some things up with our game plan. Did a great job of keeping them in front and putting a hand up to contest the three. And by doing that, we really got them out of rhythm, and we switched some things on defense. And it all starts on the defensive end and rebounding for this group so that we can get out and run. And transition was our number one offense today, and that's what we want to do is be able to push. And so just really proud of how we handled ourselves today.
Sadie, you kind of started clicking later in the game. Fred was from the get-go. So you kind of went late. Does seeing Fred have the success she's had, does that sort of get you going and get you going into the game?
Yeah.
Can you explain that a little bit?
I'm like more of a passer. Like, if I see you like wide open, like, I'm getting hyped up, so give me the ball so I can pass it to you, and then, like, I'm going to get my scoring later. Like, I don't know, it just gets me hyped up, like, when she doing good, so I can, I don't know how to explain it.
I think Sadie did a good job of, ripping at the high post, and that was something that we talked about, is her taking it from the high post to scoring. When she started doing that, I mean, the way Fred was playing inside, it opened up some things for Sadie to go score, so I think that helped.
And I think she also recognized when they're doubling me, she knows she wide open for a rebound, so she go get it.
Fred, they were sending 3 and 4 girls to you in the second half, and they were really trying to get after you, and you still were grabbing rebounds. Do you see that as a sign of respect that they have to send 3, 4 girls to you just to try to box you out?
Yes, I do. I get mad sometimes, but I'm like, okay, I understand.
Be like, Fred, take your time, just look, pass it out.
Fred, it's kind of been a struggle for you this year to score. I mean, you've worked on putbacks, things like that. Tonight, did you feel like that was working? Because you had a pretty good game from the field as well.
Yes, I feel like that was working.
Kacie, how vital was it that you got to sit those two, Amber and Vicky, for the last 6 minutes of the game, especially given what you guys have tomorrow?
That's huge. We know that, we've got to get to where we got to go. We've got to win 4 in a row. And so being able to have them rest for a little while and then carry it on this afternoon for them to rest was huge. And even our subs came in and did a great job and just really broke the press and stayed under control. So just really pleased with being able to do that. And I know it's gonna really help us going into tomorrow's game.
Against SFA, you guys had them once already this year. They didn't go the way you wanted. What do you remember about that game? Obviously, it was very early in the year. What's different about them and what's different about you guys?
They're going to be a little bit different. I think they're without Brentley Branch right now, so that's going to change their team. She's a really good player, but we're very, very different than we were. I think January 2nd is when we played them. We stayed in that game for a quarter and a half and then kind of got out of our hands right there. And just ready for this matchup. It's been a long time since we've seen each other, and both of us obviously have gotten better as teams. And so when you're in Katy, it's a new season. So we're excited for the challenge and the matchup that we have ahead of us.
Fred, Sadie, what do you guys remember about that first game against SFA?
Nothing really, but I know we didn't play our best game, so, yeah.
Yes, I really feel like we didn't play like us. We didn't do the things that we usually do. And I feel like we can get them this time.
Last one from me. Kacie, what does it have to do to slow Taylor Ross down? She's obviously the Southland Player of the Year. She comes in with a lot of accolades. What do you have to do to slow her down?
Yeah, we're just going to have to really have that person who's going to want to stop her and want to lock her down, and got to keep her in front. She obviously can shoot the 3 and get to the rim, and she's their floor general. And so, and she's also really good on defensive end. So we're going to be ready. We've got to go watch film this afternoon. I think my staff's already, I told you guys earlier in the week that Nicholls was my #1 focus, and I have not even looked at Stephen F. Alston because I got to worry one game at a time. And so, my staff's been watching them, and I'm going to head to the hotel and do the same. And we're going to figure out the best game plan to put us in the best opportunity to have a chance to win. But like I said, it's conference tournament, and both teams are going to be ready to go tomorrow. It's going to be the team who wants it the most and who's going to come and play with more energy and more passion. And I'm so excited to have this group to go do that with tomorrow.
Okay, I'm sorry, that's about all the time we've got.